So, I was at Park Street and saw him there, saw the puppy there. And I'm a mom
Mhm.
who commuted with my kids. My kids are a little bit older now, but I commuted with them on the Red Line, and I just sort of felt for whoever has lost
Mhm.
this puppy. So I reached out to my colleagues in Red Line Transportation and asked them, if there was anything that we could do. So they coordinated, stopping the train and having a member of the Red Line, that I believe is a Red Line official, go in and get the puppy, which he then handed off to the motor person who operated the train to South Station. My office is here at 45 High Street, right by South Station. So somebody else in the building ran down to the station to get him, brought him to my office, and then my intention is to bring him home, wash him, and hopefully we'll find whoever lost him.
Perfect. I mean, that's quite a coordinated effort to get that stuffed animal. That's really, really sweet. And so what do you hope comes out of this? Like, why tweet it out? Just why?
Um, I think that the tea, and this is like sort of maybe silly, but I think the tea is such an important piece of people's lives, and I think again about like myself commuting with my own little kids. And um, I just think it's important that we show the riding public that we care about them and we think of them, you know, as people, not just our riders. And if there's anything, it's within our control to
Yeah.
get this puppy and try and reunite it. So we should do that.
That's so great. I remember when I was little, I had a very similar situation. I dropped my own stuffed animal, I think off a boat, off a ferry, and I was devastated. I was like 2. I
Yeah,
remember it very vividly. So this is so great that you're doing this.
yeah.
Is this something that the T does often, you know, like just finding stuff? I'm sure tons of kids leave stuffed animals just on the train itself all of the time. Is there like a lost and found for stuffed animals for children?
So we have lost and found for every line, and a lot of information about that I think can be found on our customer service website. There is a number that you can call if you've lost anything on the T. Um, we can't always find everything
Yeah.
that people lose. I lose things on the T. I've lost I lost a wallet.
Mm.
My colleagues found it. That was great. My daughter rides the bus. She lost a clarinet. Bus ops found it. It's great. So yeah, we do anything that we find does go back to a specific location
Yeah.
for both, bus operations will go back to garage. The headquarters of each line holds on to
Mhm.
items. So um, we definitely want to reunite people with their belongings when we can.
Perfect. So is the stuffed animal something that happens? I mean, do you guys like go through the lost and found? You're like, oh, this could be belong to a child, most likely. Like, let's try to get it out. Is this something that happens often?
I personally have not seen a lot of stuffed animals.
Okay.
I think often we find, gym bags, wallets, cell phones are, common items, glasses, a lot of
Ooh,
eyeglasses.
yeah.
Um, I think it happens occasionally, but it's not our most common lost item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. And so you said you're gonna take it home and you're gonna clean it.
Yep.
That's great. Are you gonna name it? Give it a temporary name? Will it
So
find
I
home?
I have temporarily named him Harry.
Oh, love.
I don't know if you've read Harry the Dirty Dog.
No.
Harry the Dirty Dog is a classic children's book about a dog that does not like baths
Mhm. Oh,
and
no.
so runs away and gets very dirty.
Mhm.
He is a white dog with black spots in the book, similar to our friend.
Mhm.
Um, and so he returns home and his family doesn't recognize him until they give him a bath.
Oh
So,
my,
so that was a common one in our house. So I'm calling him Harry. And yeah,
kind of a perfect name for that dog. He's dirty, he's black and white. That's great.
yeah.
Um, and I mean, my question is, what's going through my head right now is that let's say he doesn't get reunited with his owner, is he going to become like maybe a mascot? Or when I was little, we had a stuffed animal that would, or a guinea pig that would move around with kids. Like, is he going to move around the office if he doesn't get reunited? Like, will he be a mascot?
Maybe. I mean, I hope that we reunite him, but if not, he might become a red line mascot. Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah. And then if I could add what, sorry, if I could
Yeah,
add one more
please.
thing, is that the good thing about one of the good things about this is that customers should never enter the tracks to retrieve an item, right? So if people see things, if they drop their own item or if they see a lost item, they should always contact someone from the MBTA and not go down onto the tracks themselves.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So would not want to encourage anyone to do that. We're happy to assist and make sure that something can be retrieved safely. So yeah, folks should not try to get down there themselves.